in preparation to do the oil change. We're going to use this oil pump here. It's a Flowmaster brand. This is one we have. We used this on a previous boat. They work okay. The fact that this engine hasn't been ran in 6 to 8 years is going to make it a little difficult to pull the oil out of here. This is what we're going to use, and then once we have all the oil out, we'll go ahead and service the oil filter, and we'll add new oil in here as well, and then we'll dispose of this properly.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, hang on a second.
Okay.
Welcome back to another exciting and thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Baby, I gotta ask you something. Do you ever just feel like getting away from it all and going somewhere tropical and warm?
Yeah, waiting.
Do you ever feel like just going somewhere and having fun and... Forgetting about all the projects and all the housework and forgetting about the job and just kicking back and relaxing somewhere where it's warm and tropical.
Every day.
I say we do it. You want to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. See ya. We'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. We're going to see if we can get somewhere warm and tropical. We'll catch you later.
Okay.
All right, bye. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, if you haven't noticed by now, Baby and I are definitely not at home working on the boat. We are in a place called Phi Phi Island, Thailand, and we're on vacation, and we just kind of took a little bit of time to get away from it all and go somewhere warm and enjoy the beauty of being in somewhere tropical and just kind of relaxing for a little bit. We had trouble with our audio. For some reason, the audio did not record, so we're just showing you around here on the grounds and the resort we're staying at. The place is called Cabana, Phi Phi Island Cabana Hotel in Thailand, and this is a really beautiful place. Baby and I have been here several times, and we just love to go back. It's right on the ocean, and the views are amazing. One of the nice things about this place in Thailand is you're really close to the ocean at all times. It has great boating activities. Beautiful coconut trees. Scuba diving is fantastic around here. snorkeling, boat tours, you name it, they have it. And it's always warm, it's almost always sunny, and the wind is gentle and warm and just very nice. It's a great place to go when it's cold and wet and snowing back home and get tired of working on the boat for a little while and we just need to get away and got to pull the plug and just do it sometimes. And so that's what we did here. They say with all the activities to do around here, the sky's the limit. So we're going to put that to the test as well.
I say 1, 2, 3, running. Okay?
You gotta run fast. Don't trip.
1, 2, 3, running. Running.
I can't even run. I was already dragging. I was not even touching the sand.
There's the Mom Priest Resort. We're coming in hot. It's gonna be a rough landing. Ready or not, here we go.
I'll just drag it to you.
Yeah. Here we go.
There we go. Run.
Running. Stand up.
All good.
Running on.
Okay. What do you think of that action, huh?
Fun.
How'd you like it, baby?
It's good. I like it.
That was pretty wild.
Rough landing.
Short but amazing.
Yep.
We're just taking a little time to stop and smell the roses. And in this case, we're stopping to smell the plumeria flowers. Almost the same, but these smell a lot better than roses. And they're really beautiful. On the backside here is the backside bay on the island. And you can see that the water will go almost all the way out. And you can walk out to some of the boats that are way out there. So I would imagine when the tide's fully in, it's really not that deep here. But it's very beautiful when the water's all in. And it's interesting to see it all go out. And here's the pool at the hotel. It's pretty wild. It's got a huge fountain in the center, and it's just a gorgeous looking pool. We haven't actually ever swam in this pool. We've stayed here, I think, 5 times now, and we've never actually used the pool. But it's a really beautiful place. If for the people that want to hang out and sunbathe and just kind of sit by the pool, it's a great place for doing that. We never have enough time to do that. We're always busy doing boat island hopping tours and scuba diving and snorkeling tours, doing stuff like that. But beautiful backdrop with the hills in the background and the palm trees in the center of the pool. And then when the fountain's going during the daytime, it's pretty cool looking as well. So really nice place here. We really just want to kind of give you an overview of where we've been, what we've been doing. We've been on vacation and having a little bit of fun. So if you're kind of wondering why the video has been a little bit delayed and not on a regular schedule, this is one of the reasons why. We've just really been busy doing a lot of traveling lately. So when we are back home, we are working on the boat and still keeping progress going on that. But we've had to do a little bit of traveling lately to kind of relax and unwind. So this is one of the places we like to go, Philippines and Thailand. Those are our 2 favorite countries to visit when we're on vacation. And we like to stay at this hotel here. This is the PP Cabana Hotel in PP Island, Thailand. And then there's Baby there hanging out. And it's funny because whenever we're in Thailand, they always think she's Thai, and everybody starts speaking to her in Thai. she doesn't have a clue what they're saying because baby's from the Philippines. So anyways, that's a little bit of our history, what's going on. We will be trying to get back to regular scheduled videos here really soon. And stay with us. Hope you've been staying patient, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get going.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're finally back.
Yep, we're back.
It's been a while. The boat missed me.
Yeah. No. No, but it's really good to have you back, baby. I missed having you around. It's just not the same without you. So it's good to have you back, and good to be getting back into the projects. We had a wonderful vacation, as you've seen in some of the clips that we've included in this one. Kind of share with you guys where we're at and how wonderful the place was over in Thailand and in the Philippines.
So here we have a couple updated shots of the new teak light box housing that we have in the overhead aft portion of the galley. And you can see here with the new light fixture setting on there. Looks pretty nice. It's definitely got that classic nautical look that we're looking for. So also at this stage, we're ready to start adding the teak bungs or the teak plugs, however you want to call them. And all these really do is cover the screw head holes. And so we're going to do this. This is our first time, but we're going to go ahead and give it our best shot. See how it turns out. So what we went ahead and did here is we went ahead and installed the teak plugs, teak bungs, whatever you want to call them. This one I was actually really lucky. This one broke right off flush, so that was cool. Now I just need to get a really sharp knife. They say to use a sharp chisel, but I don't have a chisel, so we're going to use a knife. But yeah, I'm going to try and just get started to make a cut. And they say to go the direction of the grain, so I made sure that I orientated the grains to all kind of match the grain on the pieces of trim that's on here. So yeah, so next time we'll go ahead and try and start shaving these off, and then we'll get a couple coats of varnish on these so they will start to match this. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty nifty. As you can see, our ready for splash day checklist is nearly complete, and we just need to get this oil changed and check the engine out, check out the generator. We got a few things to check off, and then hopefully we'll be ready for that big moment. So stay tuned. Things are going to get very interesting. In preparation to do the oil change, we're going to use this oil pump here. It's a Flowmaster brand. This is one we have. We use this on a previous boat. They work okay. The fact that this engine hasn't been ran in 6 to 8 years is going to make it a little difficult to pull the oil out of here. This is what we're going to use, and then once we have all the oil out, we'll go ahead and service the oil filter, and we'll add new oil in here as well, and then we'll dispose of this properly. One of the things getting it down into the dipstick hole is it's a really tight fit, so you have to kind of be really accurate in getting it in there and getting it started. Otherwise you'll feel like it's in there, but it's not, and you can spend a lot of time just sucking air. So we've had trial and error on this, but the way these work is you got to turn this to unlock it, and then like that, and then the handle comes up and it creates a vacuum which will draw the oil through the tube. The important part here is on the back side, way back over here, this tube goes all the way into the dipstick tube, which you see right here, down here. Follow this down, and it's right here into the dipstick tube. It's very crucial that you get that down as far as you can into the oil pan. Otherwise it'll be sucking air, or it won't get all the oil out, and then you're going to have a residual in the bottom, which you want to get as much out as you can. So anyway, so like I said, you'll watch right here and you'll see some oil. You'll hear it also, but once we start drawing a vacuum, you can hear it. So you can hear it splattering into here, and yeah, so if you look closely here, you can see it. You can kind of see it going through the tube here. So, and up in here. But anyways, that's the gist of it, how it works. We're not going to spend all time on camera pumping this oil out, but that's how it goes. Preferably
to have warm engine oil in here works better, but we don't want to start it with this old oil in here. You know, we don't know what's in that oil pan, so it's been sitting for a really long time. There's probably a lot of moisture in there and who knows what else. So we just want to get that out. So it's going to pull kind of difficult, but we'll get it. And so that's what we're up to. Anyways, once we're done, we'll coil this hose. We'll wipe everything down. We'll coil the hose back up and then put a little cap on it at the end and then put the dipstick back in the hole. It works pretty good. Like I said, if the oil is a little bit warm, it works a lot better, but that's where we're at. We're going to go ahead and get this oil changed, and then we'll catch back up with you guys later when we're ready to put the new oil filter on. All right, that's about it.
So here's the oil pump, and now that we're done pumping the oil, you can see it's pretty well full of really dark, thick, old oil. So we're happy to get that out of there.
Well, that took a lot longer than I expected. Man, that oil was in there for a long time. Seriously thick, old, and dirty. And yeah, it looks like it had about 8 years on that oil. So it came out of the oil pan like it's coming out of the ground. I don't know if it was dinosaur crude or what kind of flavor it was, but it took a long time to get it out of there. So we're happy to have that done. I'm glad I didn't put that on camera because that would have took forever. That's where we're at. We got the oil out. We're gonna add the new stuff. We'll catch back up with you later.
One of the nice things on this boat is back in the electronics room, there's a nice little library and some catalogs. It has all the equipment the boat has on it. Plus, there's a nice cheat sheet for the engine. Calls out impeller part numbers, gaskets, and of course your oil filter for the main engine. Really nice.
Okay, so as we're getting ready to change the oil filters, previous owner has a lot of extra spares for the generator, right?
Yep.
But we couldn't find anything for the main engine, so we went ahead order the oil filter for the main engine. So what we're gonna do next is
Change the oil filter.
yeah, you will.
Yep.
We label it, hang on a second, right here.
Oh yeah, we got the engine hours on there.
Yep.
Okay, so that's our way of keeping track of how much time's going to be on the new oil and the new oil filter once we change it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's what we got going on here. All right, thanks, baby.
You thank you.
So let's see, we got 4 new oil filters, so that ought to hold us over for a little while. All right. Okay, anything else, baby?
So now we got lots of spares.
There you go. See, good job. We got the label on there with our engine hours, and that'll let us know how much time is on the oil once we've installed this oil filter. So, and right back there is where we're going to store all of our new oil filters. So we'll have 3 left in spares, so that'll be good. And then there's all the oil filters for the generator. Lots of spares. We're going to try some of that at some point. Anybody ever use the Seafoam?
We were also lucky enough to have enough oil on board left over from the previous owner that we didn't have to buy any. Now that we're done changing the oil on the main engine and the oil filter, we're ready to turn our attention towards the fuel system, make sure the fuel lines are open and fuel is ready to go flowing into the engine. And this is how it was when we bought the boat. It looks like everything is ready to go, hopefully. Early on when we first purchased the boat, one of the items that was concerning us was the amount of rust on the propeller support shaft skag, and so we wanted to treat that with some rust remover, and surprisingly that stuff works really good. So we're going to remember that for next time and keep that on hand for removing rust off of stubborn areas.
Alright, so we went ahead and used some what do you call it? This is JB Weld. We just use this around here on the propeller shaft strut because there was some areas where there was some electrolysis on there because somebody had neglected to put or change out the old zincs. So anyways, that's what we got now. So I filled in all the areas that needed some love and attention with some JB Weld, and so I think that's going to be good. And we did the same thing over here on this side as well. Yeah, it's going to turn out pretty good. Once it sets up, I'll have to
try and sand it somewhat smooth, get rid of the sharp edges and high spots. And then what's next for the shaft strut will be, we'll epoxy barrier coat it. And then we'll put bottom paint on top of that, and that'll be it. That'll take care of that, and we shouldn't have that problem again. So, plus now we have all the appropriate zinc anodes on here. We have that one there, which none of those were present when we bought the boat. So yeah, so that's that. And one of the other things we did was we removed these Allen set screws here and packed this. We packed this full of grease. So the propeller hub internals are full of grease, which is good. That's another thing we wanted to do before we ever decide to put the boat in the water. We want to make sure that's packed. So, and it is. It turned out pretty good filling it in with the JB weld. Now we know that doesn't add the original strength back or integrity, but the pitting and the little ruts and stuff that were in there from the electrolysis corrosion didn't seem to go in too deep. So we're going to try this, and if worse comes to worse, we'll just end up having a new propeller shaft support made, and we'd rather avoid that if we can. So we're going to try this route first. So one of the next steps we wanted to take in protecting our propeller support shaft strut was to go ahead and coat it with epoxy barrier coat primer. And so that's what we did, and we're coating it really well. And then we'll put another layer of bottom paint over the top of that, and hopefully it'll prevent any corrosion in the future. So here you can see the propeller support shaft strut after we put some bottom paint on it, and it turned out pretty good. Looks a lot better than it did when we first started. So hopefully this turns out well after we splash, and we won't have to look at it again. One of the other things we got done today was we have replaced the new propeller, or not propeller, but the rudder skag bolt. And so what we saw is when we bought the boat, we saw this, there was some streaking right here, right? And you'll see some more on the other side. Right here you see this streaking. Well, I got really concerned about that and said, oh no, man, we got a lot of rust going on in there. Need to pull this out. Well, pulling that out is a lot of work. Mangled the bolt in the process. Turns out the bolt is stainless steel. This attached fitting is also stainless steel. There was no rust inside there. So just looks a lot worse than it is. We're not going to pull the rest of the bolts. It's a lot of work. Anyways, that's where we're at on that. So everything's nothing to worry about in there. But yeah, it was nice to get this bolt, the new bolt in. They're a very hard bolt to find. It's kind of a rare item, but we went ahead and found a spot online that sells them. So anyways, $11 a piece. So that took care of that. Now this bolt is in, and it's sealed in there, and it was installed with lots of 5200. So yeah, it'll probably be us that has to take it out sometime down the road, and it won't come out easy. But it's in, and we're hoping to keep it in and nice and dry. I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey man, in one of your earlier videos when you were removing that bolt, you said you were never going to put it back with 5200. Well, we wanted to err on the side of caution, and so we went ahead and used 5200. And hopefully we'll never have to take it out again, but should we have to, we know the procedure, and it's not going to be easy. So while we were at it with the bottom paint, we decided to go ahead and touch up the bottom paint over the rudder support shoe bracket, and that looks a lot better that way, and that'll preserve it a little bit longer. And while we were at it, we went ahead and took a couple pictures of our newly painted running gear with the bottom paint on it. Things are really starting to look a lot better around here. We're getting a lot closer to that splash day. These are some of the necessary steps to get ready for it. Since we had a little leftover bottom paint, we decided to do some touch up around the forward areas of the keel, and a little section here on the side of the hull up front where one of the pads used to be sitting, and left some smudge marks there. And then also on the wing of the keel, forward wing area of the keel, we touched some bare spots up there, and a couple other sections here were just a little bit lacking in bottom paint. If we had our way, we'd paint the whole boat, but we're not there right now, and we're running out of time. All right, so we're just wrapping up. We showed you guys the progress we made on the overhead light box that's in the galley overhead. That's really turning out beautiful. We got the teak plugs in there, as we showed you that.
and we're going to get ready to be mounting the light fixture on there, which is really cool. Man, that thing's turning out beautiful. And then the other things we did was we went ahead and changed the oil and the oil filter on the engine in preparation to see if that thing's ever going to start. And I'm sure it will, but we just want to make sure that the oil is changed and we have it as clean and ready to go as possible. So we are steadily working towards that big moment. Splash day is going to be exciting. So we have no idea what to expect, but we have secured moorage. We'll tell you guys that. We've secured moorage, so we will be moving the boat after we splash. So if all goes well, that's the plan.
Yep, we're looking forward.
Yeah, so that's going to be great. Anyways, we just got a few more weeks worth of projects to go, and we'll get this thing...
Before we will be totally ready.
Hope you guys liked the video.
Alright, so if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Cling!
You guys know how to do that, and we appreciate all the new subscribers who have joined us along the way. We appreciate it, and we appreciate all of our longtime subscribers as well. And thank you for your comments in some of our previous videos.
We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye. Man, if I only hit record.
As we're getting ready to change the oil filter. Okay, so as we're getting ready to change the oil filter.
The main engine?
Yeah.
Say it.
Let me do it.
Yep.
Okay.